Did you know that there's a hidden actor which resides in each one of us? At some or the other point of time, you must have acted weird in front of the mirror and you must have acted like a star. Can you recall such instance? If you've done that so because you know that the mirror never judges a person. The mirror will never judge you on the basis of what you do in front of the mirror. But when it comes to making a video, we tend to think a lot before we make a video. Who is going to view our video? What will my brother and sister say after viewing this video? What will my parents say? What will my relatives say? What will my friends say after they view how I speak on the video? We have got that fear that people will judge us. Once you overcome that thought, the next thought is, if I want to take a video, what do I speak? Which camera do I use? Which type of lights do I need? And where do I shoot the video? And then there are so many thoughts pouring into our mind that finally we tend to give up the idea of making a video. So this is my first video, and today I'm going to talk to you about which were those essentials which I kept into my mind while making a video. In order to make a video perfect, there are some basic essentials which we need to take into consideration while we do so. Today I'm going to talk about those 9 basic tips. If you follow those tips, I'm sure you'll be able to make a video which a viewer would definitely like to see. So here we go. So tip number 1, the most important tip. Use plenty of light. Shoot your videos in a room which is bright. Preferably, if you can shoot your videos in the morning or in the evenings, usually the light is soft. So I'm taking this video in the compound, and as you can see, there's much source of natural light here. But the only problem would be that there would be a lot of background noise in the surrounding which you might get in the video. If you're using an artificial light in the room, if the light just focuses on your face, if it is overhead, then that's a hard light which is not preferred. A soft light is something which is preferred. If you shoot your videos in a dark room, I'll show you how does it look like. So your video may probably look like this if you have taken a video in inadequate lights. Too much of extra light, if it focuses on your face, the video will not look good. The direct focus on your light will also lead to a few shadows. If you can see a few shadows on my face, that is because of the direct light on my face. Never use this. Tip number 2. The second most important tip we need to remember is use simple plain background. It's preferable if you can use a plain white background. If you've got a plain white wall at your home, do shoot your videos over there. A plain background would give you a professional touch to your video. If there are distractions around when you take your video, then the focus of the person who views the video will not be on the person who is speaking, but the focus will be diverted to what is there in your background. Furnitures, fixtures, switchboards, all these things in the background creates distractions for your viewers. You want your viewer to look at you, and you do not want your viewer to see what is there around you. So always use a plain background, which is preferable. I have shot this video using a green screen. As you can see in my background, there's a green curtain behind me which I've used as a backdrop. Usually the green screen is used by the animators to edit the background and change the background of their choice. You can simply remove this green background and you can add the background of your choice by simple editing tricks. There are so many mobile applications which are available these days which gives you a function of chroma key. Within 2 minutes, you can just edit your background and you can put the background of your choice, including a plain white background. Without using the green screen, my video could have looked like this. Distracting, isn't it? When you're shooting your video, if you're standing near a plain white wall, you ensure that you are standing a few feet away from the wall. If you go too close to the wall, it would cast a shadow on the wall. We do not want shadows on the wall. Third tip for all of you. So the third tip here is, we do not hold the video in our hand while we are shooting the video. If you ask someone to shoot the video for you, please ensure that the person does not hold the camera in their hand. If the person holds the camera in the hand, there are much chances that the hand in which we hold the camera cannot be still. There will be shaky movements, which is not encouraged while taking a video. The best way you can take your video is place your camera at a particular place so that your camera is still. If you've got a tripod, that's the best thing you can use. A tripod is a small investment which can be very helpful to you for taking all your videos. Though using tripod is purely optional, to begin with, never get into making some investments. If you want to try making some videos, always place a few boxes so that your camera can be placed exactly in front of the eyes, at the angle in front of the eyes, so that when you shoot the video, your camera is placed right in front of you. But ensure that no one holds it. Place it on a still surface. That will give you better results. The fourth tip, very important, the audio of your video. Audio is very important. If the audio quality is not good, the audience or the viewers of the video will not enjoy viewing your video. So basic tip for you when you record your video, if you do not have a good microphone to start with, a simple headphones, I'm sure you all must be using headphones, a simple headphones can work as a microphone as well. So simply connect your headphones in the 3.5 jack, and the next side of your microphone, which is a mic, just take a simple pin. You can use this pin and just attach this pin and your microphone on your clothes here, and the next even attach this pin on your phone, and then you can start shooting your videos. It acts as a professional mic. You do not need anything else. If you do not use a mic, I'll show you what happens. So this video is recorded without a mic. Now you can clearly see the difference in the audio. The default mic which is there in your camera is not so efficient. So if you use that default mic, the output of the audio will not be that good. So now when you're recording your video with your microphone on, you made sure that the audio is perfect. But if there are disturbances at the place where you're recording the video, it would really give an unprofessional feel. So steps to ensure. First, you cannot have the fan on while you are recording your video. Step number 2, close all the doors and the windows. Step number 3, you cannot have anyone around while you're recording the videos. If they speak maybe next to your room also, if they're speaking loudly, it is very likely that they will be audible in your video, and we do not want that. So background noise should be avoided. Tip number 5. So this is important. Pay attention. Use your phone the right way. Majority of us use the phone, but we do not tend to use it the right way while taking the videos. So the first thing what you do, always shoot your video in a landscape mode. A landscape mode is a horizontal way of recording the video and not a portrait mode. Portrait mode is a vertical mode. So when your video, if you are viewing your video on a larger screen, except for your mobile phones, you will always like to view it when it is recorded in a landscape mode and not a portrait mode. Ensure you always shoot it in a landscape mode and not a portrait mode. I'll show you the difference. So when you record your video in the portrait mode, this is what it would look like. You do not want a video like this, isn't it? If you've got a good front camera in your phone, it's good, it's preferable. You can use your front camera, but usually the front camera of the phones are not so efficient as the back camera. If possible, shoot your videos with your back camera to get a good video quality. Otherwise, for practicing your videos, you can always practice by using your front camera. This entire video I have shot with the front camera. So if you've got a good one, you may use a front camera as well. So this is an example of a shaky footage. If your video is constantly moving, if someone is holding in the hand, this doesn't give a professional feeling at all. You cannot take a video at this angle. The camera is not at your eye angle. You're looking down. So please ensure when you take a video, the camera is exactly in front of you and not below the level of your eyes. Next important thing we need to remember is always keep 2-finger space above your head when you're shooting your video. If you go too close to the screen and if your head gets cropped while you're speaking, this looks bad on the screen. Don't make such a mistake. If you're standing on one of the sides of the screen and if the gestures of your hand when you're making some gestures gets cropped, that is also a mistake while shooting your video. Don't do that. Tip number 6. So here comes the next tip. Work on your camera presence. So when I say work on your camera presence, what does it mean? Usually we tend to think that we are not perfect when we talk on the camera. We do not look perfect. But we forget that we are not perfect in the real life as well. There are imperfections which lies within each one of us, and we need to accept that. We need to learn to talk to the camera. Talk to the camera as if you're talking to your friend. Imagine your friend, imagine a person with whom you're comfortable talking to. Imagine that person is standing in front of you and you're talking to that person. How would you talk to that person? Just speak the same way. Give the right pauses while you speak. Express yourself while you speak. Be expressive. Be energetic while you speak. You need to smile when you speak. You need to be expressive when you speak. That's what will create interest amongst your audience. Don't hesitate in shooting again and again and again until you give a perfect shot. We do fumble while we speak. Everyone does. So does the best speakers of the world. But then we can overcome this imperfection through practice. Make your videos, observe your videos, judge yourself. See where you're making mistakes. See how you look like when you're speaking on the screen. Look at your gestures. Look at your eyes. Look at your facial expressions. And every time you make a new video, I'm sure you'll make some improvements in every time you shoot a video. Don't hesitate in shooting it again and again and again until you give a perfect shot. 7th important tip. So the 7th important tip would be your body language. Keep your spine and back straight. Keep your hands and body relaxed. Your muscles should be relaxed. Do not cross your arms and stand while you speak on the screen. That shows that you're closed off. You do not want to give that feel. Use enough gestures while you speak on the screen. Audience would like to view that. And the most important thing when we talk about the body gestures and the facial expressions is your smile. A person who smiles on the screen is a person who is liked by all. Everyone would like to see your smiling face. Do ensure that you smile whenever you get an opportunity. 8th tip. So your 8th tip would be use a good editing software. With simple basic editing tricks, you can add life and colors to a raw video. You don't need to memorize a lot of things. You can just shoot in different parts as I've done in this video, and you can just put the pieces of your videos together in a simple editing software, and that's how it works. You need to learn simple basic editing tricks. It's very, very important these days. You need to know the art of editing your videos. And the editing application which I've used to edit this video is KineMaster, which I have. You can also explore the same and learn the basic simple editing tricks. And the 9th tip for the day. The last tip for the day would be plan your videos. If you want to make your videos, do plan what you want to speak. Write a good script. A good script will lead to good video. Invest some time in preparing for your videos. Once you're prepared, that will be reflected on the screen. Do not give up. Practice, practice, and practice. So that's all for today. Signing off for now. If you think you've got some more additional points to contribute, I would like to hear from you in the comment section below. Do press a thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment on the comment section below,